Bagfuel, baby.
I got a question about Nas.
Yeah.
His personality, what makes him so special that you trust him?
First of all, he'll get money. You know what I mean? But he don't run off with the mouth like that. Like,
Never.
He cool. He's a calm. Like,
He's a monster.
He's observant, smart one. You know what I mean? And intelligent.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then I go by energy. So the energy that you give to me, that's what I'm gonna give right back to you. But when I'm in the presence, it's like it's calm. Everything is peace. Like, you know what I mean? And when me and my brother's building, he can give it to me. Like, it ain't no like sugarcoating shit. Like, he gonna definitely give me his perspective and why this and why that or whatever case may be. And it's like, yo, I like that. Like, you know what I mean? And he know I fuck with him. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, and I know whatever he's in it for, he's not really trying to downgrade nothing. Like, you know what I mean? That's Esco. Like, you know what I mean? He been like that since he came in the game. Like, all he did was elevate, classics, this and that and the third, still rhyme his ass off. And as far as a businessman, yo, he's one of the best businessmen in the game. Like, yo, casinos and all this other shit. And, you know what I'm saying?
What's crazy?
It's like, yo, come on, bro. We all came in together.
Ghost, it's funny how, I don't know if this happened for you, the day I discovered Nas was a businessman is when they had his child support stats and what he had to pay.
Oh.
And I remember they was like,
that,
he's like, he got to pay $50,000 a month. I'm like, that's the same thing Puffy pays.
I was
I'm like, where you getting all this money from?
And he wasn't putting no albums out. I was like,
there was no music.
How was Khalees asking for $80,000 I'm like, that's almost $1 million. Nas is gonna give her $1 million and some change, and that's a portion of what he's making. And then the story started coming out.
Then the story started
he had the white
circulating.
dude. I don't know if it's true. The young white kid that was the investor, he gave him the $5,000. Same dude that's involved with the Ring camera and all that other stuff. He educated himself, and he wasn't thinking about this and that.
And that's ill because it goes to what you say. He quiet about it.
He's quiet about it. He don't gotta brag about it, man. He moved like, you know,
like you're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm from Queens, so Nas, although I came up with 50, I love Nicki and Run DMC and everything. For me, and from being from Queens, Nas is number one. There is no. You can say whatever you want to say about anything. For me, Nas is definitely number one. But I'm rocking more off of, and niggas is mad at me about this, I'm rocking more off of Nas's classics. I'm big on people taking care of their legacy. Right? So with the older rappers, I'm not going to throw Nas in, I'm just saying with the older rappers, when I hear them going to do these newer records that we know are not exposed, and this one concert isn't gonna expose it, I feel like they're hurting their legacy. How do you feel about that?
I mean, you could that could be true to an extent. You know what I mean? Like you could take us for instance. Like, I mean, you might can't use us, but I mean, we've been here for like what, 30 years, 30-some years or whatever.
Amazing.
And my brother still got pens. They got pens.
Nobody said the woo fell off. Nobody
still
ever said
going
that.
off. Like, you know what I mean? Even individually. Like, they might not hear say you God right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like he, you know, the way the game is. Like, you know what I mean? It's so like, yo, it's hard, you know, but it's like when we in them dressing rooms and, you know what I mean? Or we doing the show and he coming out there and just throw a mega dart. It's like, yo, brother's pen is still there.
Are y'all
You know what I mean?
anomalies though?
Huh?
Are y'all anomalies?
Yeah,
Ghost?
it just happens to only be y'all sector, and then the rest it don't apply for.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
y'all the
It's
unicorn.
a couple more Jada, Jim.
No, I'm just saying.
That been around. Yeah, that been around.
I don't want
know,
people, because people so now I got to say this because in your presence, because you're a veteran rapper, because everybody's upset. It's not about the older rappers that are rapping. Some of them can still pull it off. I'm not denying that.
Styles,
I
Jada,
feel like
Sheik.
because y'all niggas could pull it off, right? It's poisoning these other niggas whose pen isn't like that. Ghost is doing it. Ghost is doing it. That's Ghost. Do you understand that Ghost is still touring around the world? Ghost is still current. Ghost is out
active,
promoting. Ghost is still looking young. He doesn't look like an old man. He doesn't move like an old man. He doesn't act like an old man. All of those things are a factor, Ghostface.
And you're 100% right.
You're going viral, man.
AKA the marketing genius.
As we supposed to.
No doubt.
I seen a lot of things take a spike. All equals $1. That's what we trying to make out here.
You made a comparison with you and Nas, man. Everybody was talking about it. Now, why out of everybody you picked Nas, bro?
I didn't do it.
They asked him. They asked him a question, didn't they?
I didn't do it.
What happened was these dudes out of Atlanta, Direct and Rain, they had spoken about Jimmy and Nas's name. And then that spiraled into Joe and Jada, and it took a whole life of its own, man.
But I said, although he asked him the question, it's like people don't know that the question was answered and this was brewing up on the net before it was even spoke about.
When I listened to what Jimmy said, all the points he's given based on the fashion, based on how the mixtapes ran, based on the influence. If we take Nas, aside from lyricism, what else does he influence?
He sold a lot of records.
Okay, yeah. So selling records is influential in what?
In a whole lot
I just don't think you can compare.
It's two different things.
The golden era when hip hop was just getting brewing. Like when hip hop was just getting brewing, that's when Biggie, Nas, and Jay was like really like.
And they also was spending millions of dollars on marketing money that even if an artist went platinum, he still didn't recoup.
Exactly.
Because they spent so much money on marketing and blowing. I'm an independent artist. Let's not forget that. Everything that I've done has been on my own merit, and there's no comparison to nobody. What I did for the music market in New York was add something new, and that was doing your own shit. Independent record, signed to an independent label in the beginning. I'm still an independent artist right now. I try to do the major thing to end up saying, now you could just go and sign me out because it didn't work in my favor. You know? So let's not forget all these different variables that I bring to the table.
When people didn't know about that?
And this is with no comparison. It's not, like I think that people are looking at this and they forget about the amount of work that I've put in and the amount of things that I've put on the table of the culture. Hands down, can't nobody argue with me about that. I've done some things that people will never, ever be able to duplicate or recreate again inside of this industry. You know
I remember
what I mean?
when Jim came to me, he wanted me to come meet him. I was in Harlem. He said, yo, come meet me. I came and met him. And he's like, yo, I want to play you this artist, man. And then it was Joel's. It was on a cassette. And he was like, yo, what you think? I'm like, this is fire. I think I'm gonna take this cassette with me. That's what I'm gonna think. I'm gonna take the cassette with me. And I played, it was just a snippet. It was a snippet of Joel's, and I played, and from that snippet, the shit just went out of control. Like, the need and want for, you know, that sound, that style, and that music just, like, went crazy. So, like, Jim had the idea in his mind before it was even a thought to everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
But do you think this way because you was a part of the Dipset and because you was a part of a group and maybe Nas just been solo, people take credit from being inside a group and not being solo from the beginning?
Nah, I don't think it got nothing to do with that. Like, you know, whatever happened and when we did before, that was just us being combative and people just trying, I mean, but now it's just like, I'm where I'm at. I'm at the apex of what I do, you heard? So I'm talking about currently. Okay. Currently, nobody from my era really want to get busy or go and get into the booth with me right now, currently. This is a fact, Jack. You heard? If not, they would have stood up a long time ago and holler at me, you dig? But this is where I'm at with it. My competitive nature brings me here. And then if we go back for the last few years, and the albums and the music that I've been dropping has been phenomenal. And if you want to put that up against anybody's albums that they dropped from my era, I think that they getting that, you heard?
But they not hearing you when you say that. It's like they're skipping over.
Because you know,
I
be sometimes I just say fuck it. I'm just gonna go. You did? y'all gonna give me the lane. I'm gonna slam dunk the shit, and I'll be at the top of your Explorer page for the next week. You heard? Don't give me that opportunity. But when I do have the platform, I could break everything down. I think everybody can break it down. Also, what y'all stuck on is sales. Cool. You heard? There's a lot of people that sold more records than me that are also not around anymore. Been gone. Diamond, 5-time platinum, 4-time platinum, gold artist. I've seen it since 1997. Gone. I'm still here.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. You know, it's like even when I did my documentary's on Showtime now, right? Nas directed it. And I originally was with Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Mark Wahlberg. This is Hollywood, looked like Mark Wahlberg.
That sounds like the bag to me.
Right. And,
Cha-ching.
and we, we thought that would be the right place for us. I mean, he knows, he understands hip
Why
hop.
you ain't signed there?
HBO didn't do it in time. So HBO was just dragging it out. And we met with all the right people at HBO, but they said they had some things going on, and the pandemic hit, and we met with all these people, and it was just dragging out. And I was like, this is during the pandemic. I'm watching, every day we watching the news, people are dying every day. And I'm like, yo, we gotta get this thing done because I don't know what's about to happen next. So let's get this money, right? And so I said, I let the contract run out with Wahlberg.
So they did because of a check.
No, it was,
Oh, it was
they
just
did like a little
preliminary?
something. When you
See,
when you
niggas gotta
first
give
do
me
the
some-
deal,
yeah, nigga-
they give you a little couple
that's
$1,000.
what I'm saying. I'm about to say,
Yeah.
nigga gotta give me some money though. It don't matter. As soon as I sign, nigga gotta put some money in my
Yeah.
account. He said, what?
So that's what they give you.
holding
But it
fee.
ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. I'm like, that's it? That's all we get? And they were like, yeah, that's the standard. I was like, oh, okay. So we did that, and then I let the time run out, and then my good friend over at Mass Appeal said, look, I'm got a meeting with Showtime. Me and Nas got a meeting at Showtime. Can we take your idea over there? And I said, all right. And then as soon as Nas said Ralph McDaniels, the guy's like, you know Ralph McDaniels? And Nas was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we'll do that. He didn't even know what the idea was about.
He told Nas, he asked Nas if Nas knew Ralph McDaniels. That's wild. The things people say be wild. He's looking at Nas, so you know Ralph McDaniels? Nigga, I'm Nas. Nigga, I know everybody. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But
The
then,
fuck
yeah.
is you talking about,
It's
nigga?
amazing what resonates with people,
Yeah,
man.
and that was Nas's first directing production. Later he did, the Supreme Team and some other stuff.
Yeah.
But that was Nas's getting his feet wet in that space.
He might
which
be the
was cool.
most quiet, successful businessman out of the hip hop realm.
He's a good guy.
current-
Yeah, he
What
currently.
is.
makes him so special?
He's not. He picks things that work for him. He's not going to do something that's outside of his lane.
Just cause, yeah.
Yeah, not just for the money. Like you could throw big bags on the table, and he's going to be like, I don't know, that really don't sound like something that I would do. So I'm good, But if he can make it work where it feels like it's him, then I think he'll do it. But
Listen.
he's a good guy.
If that dollar amount never became public of what he was paying Khalees, nobody would know how great of a businessman.
That's the thing.
That's what everybody's like. How's he paying?
I remember it was like
60,000 a
80 or
month.
60,000 a month. I was like, Nas didn't even put a
what
record
records
out.
out?
I'm like, how was she asking for all of that money a month?
And then when they
I
seen
was
his portfolio,
astounded.
we like,
That's when the cat got out of the bag, yo. He's a massive investor with his friend. They get that bag.
Yeah, well, I work with Nas now with the Paid in Full Foundation. So I'm on the board of a trustee with them. And so Nas and I, we do this thing, throughout once a year, and with the Horowitz, the Paid in Full organization is run by the Horowitz family, who are good friends and good people who love hip hop music. Nothing more. No, not trying to get in your bag, not trying to take nothing from you. Just want to see you do well. And so Ben and Felicia Horowitz.
Tell them that I want to do well.
yeah.
So I'm trying, Felicia the Horowitz, I'm trying to do well. I've been in the music business for 25
Paid in
years.
full.
I can use $500,000. I trust me.
No, but it's really, like sometimes I come across artists that, like I'm assuming that because of their name, they have all of this. But they had bad record deals. Some of these artists had terrible record deals. And their money's sitting probably in Universal somewhere, and Universal ain't breaking them
What
off.
about if you had a bad YouTube deal? Do y'all do that?
YouTube got a lot of money, so they should be just giving. I thought maybe there was gonna be an envelope in there too.
Yo. Now that would have been it.
Maybe let me check that package.
You know what's crazy? They don't even
Hey, Ralph, go with the bullshit now.
they don't even
Here
pay you
go.
a penny a click.
That's all right.
know
That's
what-
all right. Don't come
You know
on.
how much
Hey,
money that would be just off a penny?
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
What's up?
I started the word shout out on TV. I don't get nothing for that. And everybody in the world says shout out. All I need was a penny.
You're supposed to trademark that.
Bro, I was 19 years old when I started doing it.
He said, bro.
I wasn't thinking about it. I all I was doing, you want to do a shout out? And people were like, yeah. And then next thing I know, I'm like,
Yo, Ralph, you had
Barack Obama is, let me give a shout out to Michelle. And I'm like,
Yo, you had me looking like, but you had me looking at that screen like that's what girls, because I was so young, like that's what girls look like in the club.
yes.
That's what goes on.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I want to go to a club and I want to yo, if I give a shout out at a club, I'm going to be the fucking man.
Yeah, don't go to the Q Club or one of the reggae joints or Biltmore Ballroom or one of them spots. Then we really get busy.
I know you married on that, but I know the hoes was going buck wild crazy.
Hey, look, you know, we love everybody. And that's why we feel successful. And that's why, you know,
it was going
my
nuts.
wife knows I go home at night.
That's the job, right?
The OGs get a little bit more respect. The pioneers and the creators of this culture
None.
will get straight up. There could be a crowd, 300 kids that love hip hop, and they'll see the creators of the shit and they'll walk right by them.
And know it's them. And know it's them. And to be
that
like,
hurts me.
they be like, I don't even care.
With the whole 21 Savage and Nas, your good friend, how did that hit you in the core?
Because you the first person I thought about.
Yeah, you're the
when
first
we saw
person.
That. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie neither.
I was like, yo. But I kind of know what you gonna say, but we gotta hear you say it.
Okay, when I first seen that, I thought that was a joke. Like, you know, because there'd be a lot of jokes or memes or whatever. So I was like, this isn't real. So from a brother perspective, it's like, all right, like this isn't even a contest. Like, it's not gonna be like
a rapper.
There's no need for ether for this situation, right?
I said that too. I said a lot of people is gonna feel that way.
So immediately I was like, all right. But the reason I felt a little better because Jungle got right on it. You know what I'm saying? Jungle said something
I saw that
was quick and funny. And then it's like he apologized quick.
The next day.
So being that he apologized quick, I felt a little better. And I'm sure, and me and Nas spoke, we didn't speak on length on it because it wasn't that important. We laughed, it was a laugh. But the soldier in me and the brother in me is like, the shit with me and Nas, we back on 100. Like, ain't gonna be no, you know what I'm saying? Like before when he was going at a whole crew by himself. Ain't never gonna be none of that now. Now I'm here. Like, if he got a problem, if there's a group of people with a problem with him, y'all might as well add me in now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that, it's over because homie realized what he did. But like I said, from a brother perspective, I was like, what's the word? What's his name used? He used it and it got blown out of context. Matter of fact, I don't want to go there. But anyway, I was just on point.
Out of context.
I was on point. But like I said, I'm glad the young brother apologized.
Do you think he meant it though, Cormega, or do you think that he apologized because of the heat he was taking on his head? Pause.
I don't know, but I'll take it as long as he learns from his mistake. And from a logical perspective, let's talk, because I
want to address it, so
we're going to address it.
Let's talk logically.
Okay.
How can somebody that just won a Grammy last year not be relevant? Not 10 years ago.
He has a different perspective.
Okay.
And you mentioned something too that I want to bounce
and I want to say this first. For me, I'm from South Jamaica, Queens, okay? And Nas is the god in Queens.
Facts.
Undisputed champion, okay? But could 21 Savage be talking about the young kids now? Because, let me just say this, because and this ain't taking nothing away from Nas and nothing like that. Nas is talking to niggas like me and us. To me. To me, he not talking to the young kid no more or anything. He's a mature man. He's in his 50s. I think 21 Savage is just talking about the younger generation that he's influencing.
Let me ask you this. Mega said something interesting. The ageism. Why did he feel comfortable to say Nas is not music?
Because he's 50.
But
no.
But listen to what I'm saying though.
I have an answer to it.
No, he just won a Grammy. He's a great businessman out of nowhere. I don't want to disrespect him, but he's made a lot of great business moves. He's culturally hitting every, factor that matters as a
rich as a mother.
No, he's hitting. I think, it's only but so many handful of older rappers that move the needle
like he does.
Yes. So when he's seeing it, he probably 21 is like, if Nas is 22 years older than 21, he don't have no relation to him. And that's why I go back to the ageism.
All right, let's go to this.
Yeah, that's a 20-year separation. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. But skill-wise,
But they not talking about skill no more, Mega. Mega, they not talking about skill
Mega,
no more.
like,
This is
I don't want to hear
talk
it.
to you.
You don't want to hear it.
Tell
if
me.
rappers are real estate, 21 is a building and Nas is a landmark.
I would agree with that.
That's an analogy.
And a building could get turned down,
but a landmark
but landmark is here forever.
Institutional. Will put you in position to get out of the streets and into the music legitimately.
It wasn't no position. It was right place, right time.
Yeah,
just
like,
like
what
wrong
was
place,
that?
wrong time. It was just, just being on that phone. One of the homies like, yo, I know this nigga that get busy. Like, well, I get busy too. I don't care. You're in that zone, and then, I'm on the phone, and there's a couple of cats on the phone. They rapping, and one of them have to be. It's Nas, and I think Akinelli was on it, and it was like two more other rappers.
You was on the telephone.
We on the telephone, man. Back then it was like, niggas called from the jail. Yo, slip my man. You know what I'm saying? We young, so me and homie vibe. But I'm still never thinking about a deal. Like that's so far fetched.
That's
what
how
I
you
mean? Getting a
met
deal
Nas, though?
on
Was
the phone rapping. Yeah, what up? We talking shit though, but then. We exchanged numbers. We young niggas, you know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine Nas and AZ rapping on the phone, spitting bars
But here's the thing, nigga, it was happening all the time. It was my man in jail, he calling, he over here in Attica, he here, yo, spit this, yo, spit that. It was my little man from out there, he get busy, but we don't give a fuck, because we still hustling, trying to figure it out. So me and him on the phone is not a game conversation. It's like spitting, yo, oh shit, yo, I like that, yo, where you from? Queens, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I don't think at that time I've been in the crowd. I'm in Brooklyn. There's all kind of shit going on. So we spitting, whatever. We cool. Like I like how I'm like, that's motherfucker nice. You know when you spitting, you figure you the best with everything you do. To hear somebody like that, I'm like, all right, cool. So like I said, we exchanged numbers. I think everybody exchanged numbers or whatever. But time go on. You reach out here and there. What's good, man? Yeah, yo, my man just got shot. Oh, word, yeah, my little man got shot too. And we talking that. We talking more street shit than rap at that time. I'm going to the studio. Oh, okay, have fun. I'm going to get some money, right? So we could say almost a year passed. He like, yo, I'm over here in this studio. I guess he made his way up to an official studio. Like, yo, you want to come through? Come through. I'm not saying what studio it was in, but I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna come up there, see, get out the hood and go see what's going on. I ain't really,
I'm gonna go to the studio.
At that time, you're not traveling outside your circumstances. Back in the days, you where the comfortability at, you know what I'm saying? So I go there, I'm figuring he about, Nas about 250, 300 pounds, because he popping mad shit, how he rap. I'm like, this motherfucker, go see this big motherfucker, see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I come through and when I meet him, like, this motherfucker, my height, my size, he fly, like, I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, and and then we got cool through the time, but through the whole shit, I never asked him to be on a song or nothing. Like, he recorded, half of Illmatic was recorded when I met him. Not the whole shit, so I'm there while he recording, whatever. I'm smoking my weed, I'm talking to my bitches, I'm chilling, regular shit. We doing regular shit, I'm not thinking about it. So, by the time we got to the end of this album, which was the last song, I think was Life's a Bitch.
I was about to
The
ask you.
last song
That was the last song.
Life's a Bitch, bro.
Right, and then when I heard that shit, I was like, when I heard the beat, I was in everybody in their zone. Like in the studio, he always kept a bunch of motherfuckers in the studio, so I'm just listening to the beat myself. Everybody smoke weed, these three niggas over there, these three niggas over there, niggas over here. And the beat came on, I was in my zone. I guess he was writing what he was writing. He was like, oh shit, hey, what's that? And I spit it, and I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. 'Cause by that time, halftime, I was like, that, and I'm like, nigga, I ain't there yet. Cause I was writing, but he got a deal, so he gotta go extra hard. Me, whenever I wanna write, I write. So I wasn't taking it serious, like, the fuck out, he playing again? Cause I figure he playing, nah, spit that. All right, boom, I spit it, and then motherfuckers liked it, and I'm like, all right, y'all niggas play, y'all niggas high, man. I'm thinking everybody high.
That shit was fire.
I'm thinking everybody high because, mind you though, this is him. He already got the halftime. He had the verses out from off third base shit and all that. So this is him building up. Yeah. And I'm over here what he got. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, right? I'm gonna spit my shit because you playing high.
I ain't hard to tell.
Yeah.
It ain't hard to tell and all that.
All that. Oh yeah, right, all that. So I spit it, they like it, whatever. Anyway, we don't say nothing about it. He like, oh, this shit gangsta, all right, cool, boom. days pass, whatever, chilling. Like, y'all turn the album, like, oh, that's gangsta. Yeah, nigga, yeah, it's time,
turn the
baby.
album on?
He said I turned the album in. It's
Okay.
over. So I'm like, oh, it's game time. But I'm fucking with you regardless. I don't give a fuck. I'm not thinking about it. Like,
You're like, yeah, I'm just rocking with you,
I'm,
so
I'm
fuck
good
it.
to be around some different energy. I ain't in the hood, you know what I mean? And he like, yo, I'll put that joint on the album too. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Stop playing. And then he played, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, shit is real. he kept it. He kept the joint. Wow. And I was like, and when I heard it, I hated my voice. And I'm like, damn, niggas ain't gonna like, I'm fucked up, man. Shit, I just waited. I got my shit. But you know, this shit I'm saying to myself. Yeah. But the niggas start hitting it and they liked it. I'm like, oh shit. And then it just, after that, everything just fell in place. That's it.
I think all the greats, whether it's media, artists, actors, they all hate their voice.
Yeah.
All the greats hate the sound of
I
their
guess
voice.
I'm gonna be great because I hated my motherfucking boy. He used to play, I'd be like, oh my God, like, y'all, like.
It took me a while. I'm like, that's what, whatever. Man.
Yeah, imagine that on a fucking record. You hearing that? You looking at people and they playing. They like, motherfucker say, why you put this nigga on the album? That was my thought. Like, why you put this nigga on the fucking album? Like,
Did you get your royalties from that? Did you make your money from that?
I'm not sure about that. I wasn't pressed for that either. I got my publishing.
Yeah,
royalties,
that's
I don't
what
know.
I'm asking.
I got my publishing. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got your publishing.
Yeah, he was always fair. He was
No,
always
I wasn't even talking
No,
about.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
But just so Nas know, I wasn't talking about if Nas gave it to you. I'm talking about basically the label.
Right,
Did you
right,
get your publishing
right.
from the company
Right,
after you?
right.
turned
Nah,
everything in?
I always kept my publishing. Always kept my publishing.
So you got a grip from that because the
Yeah.
album, well, the album sold 300,000. They said back at that time, but that record was like. You made your money off of that record no matter what happened because it was a cult like everybody.
Yeah,
Still to this day, Life's a Bitch is top 5 favorite Nas songs, period,
Yeah.
by itself or with a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.